here with the Ceres guys to discuss the UFL Fearless Forecast. As we said before, you guys have got bragging rights on the UFL now, totally. But looking ahead at the UFL League, it's still the biggest league in the Philippines. Coach Ali, who do you see as the biggest team, the one to beat in this competition this time round?
I think this time around will be Ceres. No. I think for me, I know. You have to watch out for Stallion. Is one. We played against them. We saw their system. I think they have a good system. I don't know if it's going to be the same team or a little bit of addition to their team. It's going to be good. But I think if that team is going to be intact, for me, they have a good chance. And another one is Global. But then again, if the half of their team is ASCAL, there's a lot of interruptions in their training and and that's a big part of building up a team in the league. So, but there's gonna be still up there, even if the ASCALs are going out and play some tune-ups and tournaments. And another rising team for me is Archers. Archers, they signed few players. From Stallion, they have two. It's Hugo and Manok. And the big signing is Chiefy. The team is already fast. When those three guys were not there.
Yeah.
What more now with Chiefy and Manok, who are really fast players. And for sure, Manalco will still be there. But I think they need teamwork to be, to take advantage of their skills, system and teamwork. Once they have that, they have the players. I think there'll be a team to watch out for. Unfortunately, for some of the teams, I think they don't have new signings like Air Force, I think, and Army. It's hard for them to sign right now. There's a lot of sponsors in other teams, so it's very hard for them to sign new players. So I guess the three for me is Stallion, Global, and maybe Archers. I forgot Kaya. Kaya's still good. They lost a lot of players, but they're going to be a building team. But I don't think for this season. Maybe the next season, they still be intact with this team. The young players, they'll be good. Yeah.
And we've got the three English guys from Ceres. We won't ask you to predict every single position in the league, but who for you guys was the hardest to play against? We'll start with you, Peter. Who did you feel was the best team that you played against or saw in the nationals?
Like you said, we got to watch a few games as well as play, but I think to see them up close, I think Global, in terms of an organised system, players all over the park, like they've got a lot of good technical footballers, but they're also very, very strong. I mean, I was playing up front against some very, very strong, physically strong defenders at the back there. They're very tough, but then they've got a lot of ballers as well. They've got people who can pick a pass, people who can create. That causes us a lot of problems.
Daniel?
Personally, I thought Global as well,
yeah.
But Stallion were up there. They had a very good striker in Sanchez. They didn't really create much to get him them chances, but yeah. Also for Global, they had a very good centre mid. Forgot his name, number 14.
Khalid Ahmed.
Yeah, but he was very creative. And like Pete said, towards the back, they had 4 beasts. In the wall, they were big guys, very strong. But yeah, in them two, from what I've seen.
And Danny?
Yeah, again, Global. The 4 teams that we played, I thought Global were the strongest. They had a bit more variation to the play. With Stallion, I thought Sanchez was the best player that I played against personally as a striker. But Global seemed to have more of a team strategy. They kept the ball a bit better and created more. The right winger was also another star. He was really quick. I think he's a German lad, maybe. Not sure.
Patrick Reichel?
Yeah,
and he's also tall. So they exploited down that side. Our left back had a very good game.
Okay.
There was also a 99 for, I think it was Kaya, a young lad.
Yeah, OJ Porteria.
Yeah, he was good. He stood out.
Yeah,
Very tricky.
He created the goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's still a teenager as well.
Yeah.
He's got a bright future.
Yeah.
I think he's 18 or 19.
Yeah.
18.
They were impressive.
Well, you can catch my article actually predicting every position on there if you look at the GMA website. I've actually gone with Global as finishing top as well, so you guys have already become experts in the Philippine League. But we're gonna let's take it from the floor. We've got some guests over there. Who do you think's gonna win?
Global.
I'll go for Global as well. Sarah's?
What?
Sarah's. We need an official prediction.
Global.
Global's, wow, we're all unanimous on Global. Wow. We got Joshua and Jason over here. Can you guys give us a prediction? Who you think's going to win the UFL?
Stallion.
Sorry. Stallion, okay. Global as well. Okay. So it's looks like Global, the favourites to retain that title. Looking at the other end, we've got the Armed Forces teams probably going to struggle at the back because they can't recruit as well as the other teams. Navy finished bottom last year, but now there's a difference with the UFL. It's not just the bottom club who gets relegated, but 9th place will play off against the 2nd place, the 2nd division. So there's that incentive for the 2nd division teams as well. Do you think both the Armed Forces will be able to stay up, or would you suggest, Coach Ali, that one or even both of those will be relegated this year?
For me, if there's a good team on the 2nd division, it will be better if all the 10 teams in the 1st division are fighting the same league. No? It's better for football. It's better for the tournament. And you cannot predict anything that's good for football, for a tournament. Or
Like
league.
Sarah's.
Yeah, I know. That's good. But eventually, I think the standards will go up. All the 10 teams, you cannot predict anything. Eventually. So, for me, I think one of the Armed Forces team will be relegated, most probably. Yeah.
Can you be bold enough to say which one?
For now, I'll go for probably Army. Army.
They finished 2nd to bottom last year as well, so it's a safe one.
You never will get mad.
We'll just talk to each other.
For newer fans and for you guys, but you guys will obviously know, but as leagues develop, the Armed Forces tend to drop down. So the more developed a league, the less high up the Armed Forces teams are. Singapore have a united Armed Forces team, so hopefully at some point the politics will be put aside and they'll be able to have an Armed Forces united team, which may be able to compete well. That'd be good, because the Singapore Armed Forces team, they just beat Tampines Rovers in the final of the Singapore Cup. So they're doing quite well as united like that. But for more on the predictions then, to take a look at the article on the website, let us know on Twitter who you think's going to stay up or go down, who you think's going to win as well. Obviously you got the top 4, Kaya, Loyola, Global and Stallion. They're really going to fight for the top 4 positions there. It's going to be interesting who can grab 5th. Pachanga have reinforced a lot with Anto Gonzalez, Jason Cunliffe, the Guam captain, and OJ Clarino is a really good youngster. They've got some interesting players there. They could do really well coming up from the 2nd division. With them, Pasargad have had some really good impressive results. They've beat Loyola, Stallion and Global during the season. So if they keep up their 2nd half form, they could do really well as well. And you've got the Green Archers in the mix with Chiefy Khalid Donning as their marquee signing. And then you're looking at relegation. Nomads, the Army and Air Force are probably going to fight around that with their financial difficulties all around. So it's going to be an interesting season. It's going to be the most competitive season yet. And hopefully one day Sarah's will be in it as well, competing for maybe within the top 4 with the rest of them. So again, congratulations on your win. It was fantastic to watch you guys all the way through. And let's keep updated with the UFL. Follow us at FTW Sports to find out more about that, who's finishing where, and give us your predictions online.